Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing around the world? This is a quick message, maybe about 10 or so minutes, to help support all of us to conquer this, our mind, right? Because there's a lot of stuff happening right now. So, did a meditation this morning, and what's up, Adolfo? And did a kind of a prayer, spiritual moment there. What's up, Jeff McGrail, one of our master coaches? And I've come up with 6 simple steps for us to do. Let's make it 7 because we definitely get to increase our immune system, right? So taking onions, turmeric, boiling turmeric and ginger in hot water, and then drinking that, and then also doing your exercise. So those 2 are important things to do right now. But what I wanted to share with you, so let's make steps 1 and steps 2. Number 1, increasing your immune system by taking turmeric and ginger, boiling it in water, drinking that, and then also eating healthy foods for right now. And then also exercising. It's important to exercise. I'm literally in Newport Beach because the gyms are closed. I literally went to the park and I just started doing push-ups and sit-ups and squats, and I did a bunch of, I'm watching YouTube videos and doing these squat exercises and all this stuff to keep your body moving, keep your immune system up, keep yourself healthy. So that's step 1. Step 2, step 1 is turmeric and ginger. You can also do garlic, boiling it in water and drinking it, and then exercise. So that's step 1. Step 2. Now I want to focus on the most important thing right now is this, all right? So there's about 6 more steps. So 2 I've just covered. I'm going to do 6 more steps on what we all need to do to step out of this thing. First, we need to make a decision. How are we going to choose to look at this thing? Are we going to choose to look at this thing through fear, which is, you're hearing it again and again, which is being promoted insanely by the media, because the media lives by promoting things that fear us, silly thoughts like half of the world population is going to die. All that stuff is the media just conjuring up your greatest fears, because they want nothing more than for you to be glued to the TV, glued to their fear, and then that's what they want. So we have a simple choice. Step 3 is, are you going to look at this situation through fear or through love? And let me tell you about the love part. Number 1, gratitude. Okay, so wake up every morning and do gratitude. Why? Because you're here. You're alive. We're all here. We're alive, and you're safe where you are. You're taking precautions. You're doing the smart thing. You're, you're increasing your immune system. You're exercising. You're keeping a safe distance between yourself and other people. So you're safe. So actually nothing is happening to you right now. So for people, literally the war is going on in their brain. Right? I know there's people out there that are getting sick, and there's people recovering at an extremely fast rate. So there's a 93% or 90 whatever ridiculous number percentage recovery rate. So focus on what you are in control of, and what you are in control of is your mind. You're in control of your body. You're in control of your emotions. So don't focus on what's happening out there. Be aware of it, but focus on your mind, your body, and your emotions. The very first thing is, do you choose to look at this through fear, which is not going to help you, not going to help anybody, or do you choose to look at this through love? So you're alive and you're safe. Just tell yourself, I'm alive and I'm safe. Nothing's happening to me. Right here, right now, nothing is happening to me. I'm okay, right? Now, number 2, I want you to get a piece of paper out, and I want you to draw a circle. And in that circle, I'm going to invite you to draw 6 pizza slices. In the top, let's write career. to the right of that, let's do family. To the next slice, pizza slice, let's do relationships. And then within that pizza slice called relationships, let's do a sub-slice called intimate relationships. So in other words, if you're married, it's your husband. If you're you're engaged, it's your fiance. If it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, intimate relationships. And then the next one, so we have career, family, relationships, within relationships, intimate relationships. And the next one, let's do health and fitness. And then the next pizza slice, I want you to write down the word personal growth and self-development. And then in the final slice, I want you to write spirituality. Okay, now that you have those 6 pizza slices. So the first step is increase your immune system. The second step is do exercise, eat the right food. Third step is, I want you to write this title down, ask empowering questions. Ask empowering questions to yourself. Now that you have that circle and you have career, you have family, you have relationships, you have intimate relationships, you have health and fitness, you have personal growth and self-development, I want you to ask yourself empowering questions. I've actually written some down that I'm going to share with you that we get to use this opportunity to absolutely transform our lives and transform the lives of people around us. So let's start off actually with the third slice or fourth slice called health and fitness. The question is, are you taking good care of yourself? Most people's diet sucks. They're absolutely not taking care of themselves at all. Their diet sucks. Their exercise, they're not even exercising. They're not eating a lot of plant-based protein, me included. I need to eat more. I need to eat less meats, less fishes, less chickens, and more plant-based protein. So they're not exercising and they don't have good hygiene, right? So in other words, are you taking care of your health? So what are the gifts? What are the learnings? A lot of people are looking at this thing as, oh my gosh, this is so traumatic. The world's coming to end. This is such bad news. It's actually not bad news. It's very good news. Let me ask you this, if there was a gift and a learning that you got from this, if this totally transformed your life and put you in a place better than you've ever been in your entire life, helped you live longer than you've ever lived before, helped you to have more success than you've ever had in your life, helped you create better relationships than you've ever had in your life, helped you just be a better person, more conscientious, more loving, if this helped the human species to become more loving, more giving, more caring, more acknowledging, more grateful for life, if this gave us all those gifts, would this lesson have been worth it? Absolutely. It would have been worth it, yes? So I'm getting asked, why are you out and about? Yes, Heidi, I'm out and about because I'm here at the ocean and I don't live through fear. I live through love, right? Unless the ocean is going to give this thing to me, which I don't think it is. So anyhow, good question though. Hi, Linda. Hi, Irene. All right. So what are the gifts and learnings? Number 1, going into your health and fitness. Are you taking better care of yourself? Number 2, are you taking better care of your diet? Write these questions down and ask yourselves these questions. Number 3, are you taking better care of yourself in the context of exercise? Number 4, are you taking care of yourself in the context of hygiene? So now, if this thing that's going on right now happened for you to become better with your health, better with your diet, better with your exercise, better with your hygiene, would it have been worth it? If this thing has taught us something or is teaching us something so that you make those changes in your health and fitness such that you live a much longer, healthier life that you would have that you wouldn't have had this thing not happened, was it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. So that's number 1. Number 2, now let's look at family. I got a call from my brother. My brother, his name is Pars. He's a guitarist. He lives in England. I never hear from my brother. I never hear from him. So, once every year. So I got a call from him, a FaceTime call from him. And I'm like, dude, Bars, what's up? What's up? So my question to you is, are we taking relationships for granted? Right? So number 2 is, are you connecting to your family, to your moms, to your dads, to your uncles, to your aunts, grandma, grandpas? Are you connecting to your family? Is there people that you haven't spoken to in a long time? Are you connecting to your family and loved ones? Are there people that you haven't been reaching out to, haven't been connecting with in a long time? Are we taking that for granted? Right? Life can't be just about going after chasing something. There must be more to life than just chasing your whatever, financial independence, whatever most people want, right? And yet they're missing out on things that are far, far as important, or even if not more important than the things that they're chasing. So what if the stuff that we're chasing after is not what we really want, right? What if we are supposed to smell the roses? What if it's not about the destination? What if it's about the journey? What if we're supposed to smell the roses on the way, on the journey to where we're going? So ask yourself that. Are you connected with family? Number 3, relationships, intimate relationships. Are you telling the people that you love them? Or are you just going through the motions in life, right? So how are you showing up in the context of your intimate relationship or intimate relationships? So that's another question. All right. Now, I was thinking about this, when they say, if you ever heard this statement, right? A mom says to her little, teenager child, and the child's not listening and is acting out of control and very rebellious. The mom says to her child, you know what? I brought you in this world and I can take you out. Well, there it is. Our Creator brought us into this world and we think we're invincible. Our Creator can take us out. So how are we respecting what we've been given, the body? Do we respect the body that we've been given? Do we respect the heart that we've been given? Do we respect the mind that we've been given? If this is nothing but to teach us the fact that we get to respect this thing, and if we're not eating the right foods, if we're not exercising, if we're putting poison in our body with alcohol or bad foods or fatty stuff, and if we're not honoring, respecting what our Creator gave us, do we get to keep it? Do we get to keep what we don't respect? So, I created you and I can take you out anytime. What's the lesson? What's the learning? What's the lesson? What's the learning? So that's what this phase of this process is that I'm recommending, is that we are literally asking empowering questions. Sorry, I just dropped one of my papers. So that's number 3. Still going on number 3, asking these empowering questions. Next thing, career. Okay, so what do we do with career? There's a lot of people freaking out about money. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to support myself? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to buy food? And there's some people that are not worried about it because they've got enough put away. So wherever you find yourself, whether you find yourself abundant and, I can ride this out, whether you find yourself just okay, or whether you find yourself financially stressed, worried, anxious, just remember you are in control of your mind, you are in control of your body, and you are in control of your emotions. Nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. So ask yourself, how is this happening for me in the context of career? What is happening that's going on in the world that is an opportunity for me to step into a new vision, step into a new way, become an even better leader, become an even better communicator, provide even more love, provide even more service, help humanity on a higher level? How can I dig much deeper than I've ever dug before? How can I become the person that I need to become such that my career thrives? And here's the thing, while a lot of us are focused on ourselves right now, most people are focused on how am I going to make it, how am I there is a balance to this equation, right? We want to reflect on our life. We want to make improvements in our life, but we don't also want to focus so much on I. What about we? What about you? If we focus out, ironically, if we focus out, if we focus on others, we focus on love and focus on extending our love to others like I'm doing right now. You don't have to be a foot away from someone breathing in their breath to be able to love them. You don't have to. You can do what I'm doing right now. If we focus out, if we focus on others, if we extend our love to our brothers and sisters around the world, what's up, Sergio? Then absolutely we're going to see growth. So in the context of career, what things do you get to change such that you're creating the life that you want to live, not the life that you don't want to live? So this is a wake-up call. Humanity, this is a wake-up call. We should be kissing the earth right now, saying thank you for a wake-up call. Thank you for a wake-up call. And we should take this moment in time very seriously so we can analyze our life and look at what's working, what's not working, and what do we need to improve. Because what we're doing is we're just going through the motions. 99% of people are just going through the motions in life. They're not thinking about anything that they're doing. They're just doing what they're doing. And just like the mom says to the kid that's unruly, that's not listening, hey, I brought you in this world, I can take you out. This is an opportunity for us to realize that we get to look at our lives seriously and ask ourselves, what the heck are we doing? Because I can bring you into this world and I can take you out. So that's number 4 of the 6 different sections of your life. Now let's go to personal growth. What an opportunity for personal growth this is. What an opportunity for personal growth this is. Your home, right? This is like a reset button. So what is it that you're going to grow in? What are you going to do to make yourself better? Like, how great is it an opportunity that if you got a work leave from someone that says, look, you get to be home for a month, 2 weeks, or a month, or 2 months. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and watch the freaking news? You're going to use that time to you're going to use that time to just increase anxiety and fear? Why would you want to do that? Turn the freaking news off. Maybe check in once every day or 2 days just on the latest thing, just so that you know what's going on. But this is absolutely, Sandra, this is a reset button. Use this opportunity. How grateful can you be the fact that you've been given a reset button? You've been given an opportunity to grow. So the question is now, what are you going to grow? What are you going to grow? Yo quiero hablar español perfecto. Yo quiero practicar mi español contigo. Yo quiero escuchar a las películas de español porque yo quiero hacer mis programas de neurolingüística y motivación en español. So, boom, there it is. What are you learning? What are you learning? I'm going to tell you something else. I'm learning some stand-up comedy. I'm watching old Richard Pryor tapes. I'm watching the gentleman that committed suicide. What's his name? Our good friend. I'll remember his name in a moment. I'm watching. So what are you learning? What are you growing? This is an opportunity for growth. Step up to the game. Step up to the moment and start using this opportunity for growth. And then finally, spirituality. Isn't this the time? Isn't this the time? Our Creator says to us, hey, I brought you in this world. I can take you out. Do you respect the life that you've been given? Are there areas of your life that you don't respect based upon your actions? So everybody goes, oh yeah, I respect the life I've been given. Are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you taking care of your health? Are you building your immune system? Emotional intelligence, are you being loving to everybody all the time? Do you respect life? Do you respect other people? And even if you do, is there another level of self-love that you could do? Is there another level of health and fitness that you could get to? Is there another level of eating the right foods that you get to? Is there certain things that you need to stop eating that you know is just, and drinking that you know is, a lot of people we train and we coach are in real estate, in financial services, in sales and influence, whatever. And a lot of them drink. Stressful jobs, so what do? They drink and drink alcohol or whatever. Poison. And I'm not saying I don't, once in a while I'll have a cocktail, but very rarely. So what are you doing? So spirituality. How are you honoring and respecting your Creator's desires, your Creator's wishes for you? Not what your ego wants, not what you say you want. You know, one of the famous people that we love and follow is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was speaking to Essence Magazine. She asked, you know, ask not what you want, ask what your Creator wants for you. What does your Creator want for you? And I will go one step further. What does our Creator want for this? This thing that's happening right now in the world. If this was designed by our Creator, just hypothetically, if this was designed by a Creator, I want to ask another empowering question. Why? Why is this reset button? Why is this situation been created? For what purpose? For what purpose? What is there to learn? What does humanity get to learn? No, let's not focus on humanity. Let's focus on you and me. What do you need to learn? What do I need to learn? What do we get to learn? How do we get to grow? What changes do we need to make in our life that this opportunity is there in our face to rattle us? Because hey, you know what? If nothing scared us, we wouldn't pay attention. If nothing scared the bejeebies out of us, we wouldn't care. We wouldn't pay attention. We wouldn't even care. We just continue doing, because you know why? We're creatures of pain. We love fear. We love fear. When fear comes, we pay attention. When love's around us, we could care less. When the opportunity to love is around us, we take it for granted. But guess what? We don't take fear for granted. We gravitate towards fear. We love fear. So we've been given something to fear. For what purpose? For what purpose? What is there that we need to learn and we need to grow and we need to shift in us? Such that is the reason why this thing is upon us today. So how is this the greatest thing that could ever be and that could ever happen to humanity? How is this here to serve us, to give us a learning, give us a lesson, help us grow, help us step into to who we truly get to be? I don't want to go too spiritual on you, but come on now, right? You don't think you created yourself, do you? Right? Unless you think you created yourself, you didn't create yourself. So if you didn't create yourself, who created you? And if who created you can also take us out. So what's the lesson? What's the learning? So now that you've gone through this, I'm going to give you some couple last little things that I want us to do. My recommendation is gratitude. Every single morning, get up in the morning and do your gratitude. You're alive. You're okay. Nothing is happening to you. The only thing that's happening to you is what you're doing in your own mind. The only thing that's happening to you is what you're allowing the media do to you. What I recommend is us all to stay in second position or third position. What is first position? First position is me in my body, looking through my own eyes, going, oh shit, I'm freaking out. You know, does this guy have it? Does this woman have it? Does this? That's what first position is. First position is fully associated freaking out, right? What's second position? Second position is me stepping out of me and observing myself, right? But I'm still pretty close, so I can see myself. What's third position? Third position is me stepping out of me, seeing myself, watching myself, almost like the director of a movie. So think of first position as you're in the movie, experiencing the pandemic, the fear. Think of the second position as you're in the movie theater in the front row or the second row watching the movie, right? And of course you're watching the movie, it could be like, oh, this is kind of a scary movie. And third position, you're in the director booth. You're the screenwriter or the director of the movie. And you're not even in the audience. You're in the projection booth up above. You're seeing the audience and you're seeing the movie, and you're watching this from outside looking in. And so from this perspective, we could call this the third position, the double dissociated perspective. From this perspective, if you zoom back even further out, you can look at this through God's eyes, or your creator's eyes, or universe's eyes, or source's eyes, or if you believe in any other religion, whatever religion, Allah's eyes, or the Buddha's eyes, whatever it is, whatever, everybody gets to have their own belief system and their own spiritual faith, or whatever they want to call that. As you start to look at it from that perspective, and you start to ask yourself, what's the purpose? Why is this here? What are we here to learn? What are we here to do? What changes do you need to make in your life with your health, starting today, with your relationships, with your kids, with your spouses, with your family, right? Number 3, with your career, and then with your personal growth and your spirituality. What are the changes that you need to make, that you get to make today, that if it wasn't for this thing, you wouldn't have made these changes? And as a result of not having made these changes 20 years out or 30 years out, you would have a health issue because you didn't respect what you were given. You didn't respect your mind. You didn't respect your body. You didn't respect your health. How do I know you're not in the freaking gym, or you are in the gym? How do I know you're not eating the right foods, or you are eating the foods? How do I know? Because you're not calling that person and bearing the hatchet, bearing the grudge, letting go of the anger and the sadness and the frustration. How do I know? Because you still have it. You still have the anger. You still have the sad. You still have the fear. How do I know? Because you still have it, or you don't have it and you have something else. So each one of us has something that they need to improve on or grow in. What an opportunity to do that right here, right now. So I want to acknowledge all of you. I want to say I love you, brothers and sisters. I want to say that this is a gift. This is a lesson. This is an opportunity. Make this an opportunity for you to grow and make some adjustments. And so my question to you, I'm going to leave it with this, is what is the thing that you get to change right now? What is the thing? What is the area, one area or 2 areas that you get to grow in right now, such that this, when you look back at this event 1 year from now, 3 months from now, you'll look back at this event and you'll go, wow, if it wasn't for that, I never would have done this. If it wasn't for that, I never would have done this. If it wasn't for that, I never would have had this. If it wasn't for that, I never would have felt this. And you look back at this and you go, the greatest moment in my life was when that thing happened. What was it called again? Do you remember? It was like the name of a city. What was it called? Oh, yeah, the Corona thing. You remember that? That was when, oh my gosh, let me tell you, that was when my life completely changed. I made a decision. I did this. And if I look at my life post that coronavirus thing versus before, my life became so much better. Wow. So that's the question. So I want to acknowledge all of you, my brothers and sisters. I have Charlene. Love you, my sister. Raquel Sanchez. I love you. Stephen Barber, my brother, I love you. Linda, family, love you, Linda. Christy Campagna, send someone love. Caroline, Maria Cibrian, I love you, sister. Toby, Sandra, Anila, Nancy, all of you guys. Love you all. Just saying quick hi to all of you. And let's sum this up with a simple message. Let's not approach this from fear. Let's approach this from, what are you going to change in your life? What are you going to change in your life such that when you change that in your life and you look back at this event, you will actually thank this as one of the turning points of your life. One of the greatest things that's ever happened in your life is you look back at this and you will say to yourself, thank you. You will actually thank coronavirus. Thank coronavirus for making you into the person you've become. Thank coronavirus for happening. Thank God, source, creator, universe, Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to call it. You will thank everything. And that's where we end here, is gratitude. Giving love to Nina, Kevin, Heidi, Esther, Linda, Irene, Linda. Boy, so many of you on here. I love you guys very much. And if you need any support, if you just want to talk, you know, I shared this message with everybody because I'm still saying hi to everybody, and Adolfo. Share this message with everybody because so we get to have a higher level conversation of this, and we get to approach this in a different way that empowers us instead of a way that disempowers us. If you need any support, if you have any questions, if you just want to like, Kai, I just need to vent, I need to talk. I have, you know, I get what you're saying, but I'm still worried as heck. How am I going to pay the bill? I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? Drop me a message. I will offer 20 minutes of listening, helping, healing, channeling, deciding. I will support you in any way I can, each and every one of you. So just send me a message. Say, can I do a little 20-minute free coaching session with you or something, Kai, and then I will message you back and we'll hop on. All right, you guys, I love you guys. Peace out. Share this message. Let me recap the simple steps. Step 1 is, as I'm losing my spot here, step 1 is, it's windy out here. Approach this through the filter of love, not fear. Step 2, draw a circle, and in the circle, draw the 6-7 different areas of your life, which is career, money is obviously one, family, relationships, intimate relationships, personal growth and self-development, health and fitness, and spirituality. Ask yourself, what are the things that you can improve in those areas? That is the reason why this has happened in the first place, for all of us to have a reset, for all of us to take a real look at an assessment of our life, particularly focus a lot on health, because that is what's showing up. Health is a big factor on this planet, what we're eating, how we're not exercising, and then start every day with gratitude. Do your meditation, ask yourself these empowering questions, and then focus on what you want, not what you don't want. I kind of went around that. I didn't say it as that, but I'll just say it that now. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Focusing on what the media wants you to focus on is actually focusing on what you don't want. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, because whatever you focus on is what you're going to get. Whatever you focus on is going to get bigger. So the more you focus on the anxiety and the fear, the greater the anxiety and the fear is going to get. So stop focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you want, and then decide that this is your opportunity to grow and to love yourself more than you've ever loved yourself, love humanity more than you ever loved humanity before, and become the person that you were destined to become. This is a turning point for you, and when you look back at this event, you will thank everything in your life based on that. What was that thing that happened those years ago? It was the name of a city, I can't remember. Oh yeah, that Corona thing. Yeah, my gosh. Let me tell you, after that Corona thing, wow. Like my life just, I made some powerful changes. I literally look back at that Corona thing, and that was a turning point in my life. My life became so much better. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, right? Gratitude, it all starts here, right? The mind controls the body, the breath controls the mind. Breathe, let it go, and step into the abundance that is around you, and take precautions in the meantime. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Signing out, Newport Beach.